Hello, my name is Christopher Renstrom, and I want to welcome you to my weekly horoscope predictions for February 5th to February 11th, 2024. Now, the theme for this week is break down or break through. Now, I imagine some of you out there are going, heavens to Betsy, Christopher, what do you mean by this breakdown or breakthrough? You make it sound so catastrophic. Well, it's not catastrophic, not really, but what I do want to do is pay homage to the fact that the Sun is forming a square to Uranus, the planet of revolution and change this week, and that is always a very volatile and unpredictable combination. Now, these squares between Sun and Uranus take place twice a year. They take place in January and in August. So basically, you can remember winter and summer. And they have been biannual events, taking place twice a year events, since 2019. Now, what does a Sun and Uranus square do? Well, what a Sun and Uranus square does is turn everything in your life upside down or inside out. In fact, the best way to think of a Sun-Uranus square is as a Mercury retrograde on steroids. So, does that mean like everything is going to go to hell in a handbasket? No, not necessarily. But what I do want you to keep in mind is that as we get close to the February 8th placement, there is a Sun-Uranus square taking place right before a new moon in the zodiac sign of Aquarius. And so this new moon basically takes away the light in the sky. So when you have this energy of light diminishing in the sky, and then the Sun-Uranus square taking place, that can sort of leave you open to surprise revelations, unexpected twists, and something being thrown at you from out of left field. And because it's hidden by the dark of the moon, which is what the new moon stands for, it's something that you want to keep your eye out for so that you don't wind up getting blindsided. So with this Sun-Uranus square that's taking place, as I said before at the beginning, it's either going to come across in your life as a breakdown or a breakthrough. Now, I imagine some of you are like, well, do I get a third choice? Like, not neither of them? But no, it's going to be either breakdown or breakthrough. Now, should a situation in your life break down, the positive side to this is that this might be the only way that you can escape a rut or a difficult situation that you've been in that's been weighing down on you for weeks or even perhaps months. So sometimes when we feel stuck in a situation, it's only by something breaking down that we feel a release and a subsequent release. And if it's a breakthrough, well, if it's a breakthrough, you can consider this payback for all those upset apple carts you've been picking up after for the past few years. Hello, Cancer. You know, they say that when a door closes, a window opens up. This is usually said in a time of solace, reassurance, or comfort. It's usually said to people who have experienced a disappointment or who are participating in a parting of the ways. And this may be something that you're facing right now in your life. And your response to my saying a door closes and a window opens up might be along the lines of like how trite or trivial, or I've heard that before, Christopher, can't you give me something more poetic? But it was actually the best way of describing what's going on with the planets in your corner of the horoscope. A door is indeed closing. There is this square that's taking place between the Sun and Uranus, and it's taking place right in the last phase of the moon before it becomes a new moon. So when I thought about this phrase and I was thinking about, yes, it is a door closing, but also under the rays of the new moon, it's also a window that's opening up. Right now, you may be feeling more the heaviness, or even sort of like recuperating from recent events, which have maybe left you feeling a little bit dizzy or unsteady on your feet. But nevertheless, a resolve to see something through to the end and to start something new. Now, you maybe under the very mistaken impression that you're going to have some time to reflect, to contemplate this transition, to maybe engage in some sort of self-reflection. No way. In fact, the planets for a very long time have been pushing you towards this decision or towards this choosing a new path. They've been pushing you to act on something you've been wanting to act on for a very long time, and they're not going to let you spend much, if any time, under self-reflection or self-pondering. In fact, they've got big plans in store for you, Cancer, and they can't wait to get you hurrying down that new path that's opening up right there before you. So you may think that you're entering into a slow period of self-reflection, but that will quickly change in just a few short weeks when you find yourself racing to keep up with events that are already in motion.